instead of wasting
That's
money.
French craft could actually be coming out of Chinese factories, built for a fraction of the cost. Then they get shipped off to Europe, slapped with the Made in France label, and tossed on shelves for tens of thousands of dollars. The internet exploded with this expose, leaving fashion lovers everywhere asking, if it's made in China, why are we paying like it's dipped in gold? And even bigger, why's May's been keeping this hush-hush for so long? The whole thing blew up thanks to a whistleblower video from inside a Chinese manufacturer. Apparently, the dude had enough of the brand's claims and decided to air it all out. He says that even the materials Mays brags about, the leather, the thread, the fancy hardware, ain't as special or exclusive as they want us to believe. According to him, those parts are pulled from different suppliers around the world, then thrown together in China, all for cheap.
In the thread, for each bag, the cost is $25. And then the hardware. See, this hardware is called 316 hardware. It's also known as the ocean stainless steel because it can withstand the erosion of seawater. It's the best stainless steel. For one piece of that, the hardware will cost $150. The edge oil.
So let's talk about the leather in the Birkin bag next, because that's where things get real interesting. Irma's been bragging for years that it only uses the finest leather from top-tier spots in Italy, France, and Germany, like MTI in Italy, Weinheimer in Germany, and some mystery supplier in France. Each leather piece, around $450 a pop. Sounds super fancy, right? But here's the real twist. While the leather itself is legit high quality, it's not being shaped and crafted by some elite French artisan in a candlelit Parisian workshop. Let's be real. A cow's a cow no matter where it grazes. And now, Chinese manufacturers are claiming that the leather is shipped straight from those same premium suppliers, but the actual bags? They're being assembled in China. That's right, stitched, shaped, and finished in factories far away from Europe's so-called luxury hubs.
This edge oil is imported from Italy. It's called heat seal edge oil. For each bag, it will cost $50. The interior lining, it used lambskin imported from France. For each bag, the cost will be $100. And also inside, there is a zipper from Really brand. And the zipper for one bag is $10. And then the cost of human resource. The French artisans is much more expensive than Chinese artisans to finish one bag.
Now check this out. The thread that holds these bags together is called fil au chinois, a French-made premium thread that costs around $25 per bag. It's hyped up as super durable and luxe. And the hardware? Straight up ocean grade 316 stainless steel? Seriously, this stuff doesn't rust and it looks icy clean. No one's saying the materials are trash, they're definitely premium. But here's where it gets wild. All these top-notch materials are being put together in Chinese factories, not French ateliers like Irma wants everyone to think.
The human resource cost will be $600. The package, now this is not that expensive, it's $10. So now to sum those up, the total cost will be $1,400 for one Birkin out of factory.
The guy who exposed it in that viral video said it plain and clear. While Irma keeps marketing the Birkin like it's hand-stitched in the heart of Paris, most of the work is actually happening thousands of miles away. And people online, losing their minds. Social media is blowing up with folks calling it out, saying they feel totally played. Imagine dropping $40,000 thinking you're getting handcrafted French luxury, only to find out it might have come off a Chinese assembly line? Some are flat out furious, saying Irma's been deceiving everyone for years. Others are brushing it off, calling the whole thing fake and blaming the Chinese for stirring drama. But with all this noise, it's getting harder to know who's really telling the truth. But here's where it gets dicey. Some folks say it ain't even about the bag itself, but the name on it.
But why Hermes will charge you $38,000 for one bag? That's because more than 90% of the price is paid for its logo. But if you do not care about the logo, you just want the same quality, same material, you can just buy from us. Because for our bags, we use exactly the same material, same leather, same hardware, same edge oil.
And that's where things start to spark debate. If you can cop the same exact bag made in China for way less, then what are people really dropping all that cash for? Starts to feel like they're paying for the vibe, not the craftsmanship. It's less about the leather and more about that logo screaming status. And it's not just random folks online getting heated. Fashion insiders and industry experts started jumping into the mix too. Some are still backing Irma, saying even if the bags are built in China, the brand still brings top-tier quality and elite-level craftsmanship. But others, they're not buying it anymore. They're calling it out, saying the luxury industry needs a serious shakeup. They pointed out how brands like Irma and Louis Vuitton love to flash that exclusive French elegance image, but behind the scenes?
The only difference is one, we don't have the logo, so we don't have to pay so much amount of money just for that logo. And second, our human resource is much cheaper. This is why this bag from our factory only costs you $1,000, but even better quality and cost.
A lot of that production is happening in places with way lower labor costs. And let's be honest, it's starting to feel kinda shady. But wait, it gets even messier. Irma isn't the only name caught up in this. Big labels like Gucci, Prada, and even Louis Vuitton are being called out for having a chunk of their production done in China too.
Brands around the world, Gucci, Prada, Coach, Louis Vuitton, you name it. But for this, I'm not proud because we were only making our wage.
And here's the real bombshell. Some reports say that over 80% of luxury goods are actually coming from China. Yeah, let that sink in. But the wild part, these brands aren't exactly putting that in bold print. All of this basically flips the whole luxury fashion game on its head. Made in France or made in Italy used to mean something major. It was a seal of craftsmanship, prestige, history. But now, it kind of feels like a slick marketing move more than anything real. And don't get it twisted, the bags are still made well. Nobody's saying they're falling apart. But it's kind of wild that these massive brands built their whole image on old world artisan heritage, when in reality, a lot of that magic is happening in factories across the globe.
Victoria Chanel will hate me if I tell you this, revealing the secret behind the work with the manufacturers identifying the online videos, and we urge consumers to be aware of potentially counterfeit products and to misinformation. Authentic Lululemon products are only available for purchase at our Lululemon stores, but this ain't just backlash, it's a full-blown reckoning. Hermes is standing at a serious crossroads right now. Either they come clean, rebuild the trust, and show people what modern luxury really looks like, or they keep clinging to that outdated image and slowly fade into irrelevance. Because let's be honest, in today's world, luxury isn't just about the product anymore, it's about the story. The company has long maintained its products are made only in Europe and the United States, as it currently states on its website. And right now, that story is looking real messy. And here's an interesting twist. These rumors and exposés started picking up major steam right after President Trump announced a 90-day pause on certain global tariffs, while also hitting Chinese imports with a jaw-dropping 145% tax hike. The timing is kind of wild. Makes you wonder just how deep this whole thing really goes. A lot of TikTok users are fully buying into the claims, swearing up and down that these viral videos are the real deal. Tariffs against China add up to 145%. That is on top of, that is including the existing 20% tariffs that were already imposed on the country.
But now there's another theory floating around. Some folks think the Chinese government might be boosting these posts through the algorithm as payback for President Trump's new tariff moves. Wild, right? Whether that's true or not, one thing's for sure. It's a disaster for any luxury brand caught in the middle of this mess. Still, maybe this is the shakeup the industry needed. Maybe it's finally time for real craftsmanship, honest sourcing, and true transparency to take center stage. So yeah, whether your team, it's all about the craftsmanship, or team, we've been straight up bamboozled. This Birkin bombshell has the whole internet questioning what luxury even means in 2025. Is it about where it's made, how it's made, or just the story they sell us with a smile and a $40,000 price tag? Either way, this drama just dropped a cold dose of reality on the luxury world. And something tells me this convo is far from over. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Whose side are you on? I'll catch you in the next one.